Hi, I'm Youngla. I'm the student pharmacist here today, and I will be teaching you how to do a blood sugar reading using a blood glucose monitor. The tools you will need today is a meter, a lancet, the needles for the lancet, some test strips, and then today I will be using hand sanitizer, or you can just wash your hands. All right. We will first start off by setting up our glucometer, and we want to start by turning that on by holding this button here. Then you will want to set the date, time, the month, date, year, and time by pushing the top two arrows here to either move forward or move backward, and then hit this middle button to go ahead and pick the correct date when it shows the correct date and time. All right. Then you want to hit the middle button when you're done, and your device will also show some options for when you're testing your sugar levels, including before a meal, after exercise, if you feel sick, or after taking your blood sugar lowering medication. Just hit the circle button again to set it to the correct application. All right, if you're concerned that your blood glucose monitor is not picking up the most accurate reading, you can test it using a control solution. There are controls available to purchase that are specific to the test strips that you have. And the test strips that I'm using today are True Metrics, so you just want to ensure that you have the same brand for the right product. So I also have a True Metrics control solution here today. These control solutions help to check that the meter and test strip are working correctly, and it will give you the result. It will give you a proper reading. Okay, to use the control, you want to perform the exact same steps as taking a normal blood sugar reading. I will teach you how to do that in a bit, but you want to perform the same thing, and instead of using your own blood, you just want to use this control setting. And to make it easier, you might want to drop a drop on a plastic or aluminum foil, and then go ahead and it'll be easier to just pick up the sample. So the control solution says it's level 1 here, and looking at the test strip container, it says here that a level 1 control solution should have a reading of about 22 to 52. And I just did that before, and it gave me a reading of about within that range. Okay, now we're gonna move on to setting up our lancet device. So we will start by putting a needle into the lancet, and we can do that by removing this top cover here and remove it before the circle button up here. And we're gonna insert the needles in this in the spot for it. We will start by taking our needle, holding the circle part, and we want to make sure that we push the needle all the way down, and then you can see that it reached all the way at the bottom. Now, with our lancet device and the needle inserted, we want to remove this cap over here by holding this and then twisting it gently to reveal our needle. Now we want to save this for a safer disposal later. Okay, with this needle now in place, we want to go ahead and cover it back on. Okay, with our cap cover replaced, we will now select a depth of the needle. The higher the number, the further or deeper the needle will go into your finger. Usually people tend to go for levels 2 to 3, and that is what I'm gonna do right now. I'm gonna go ahead and put it at 2, maybe 3. Okay, then we will prep our hands with some hand sanitizer. Okay, and then we will prep our Lancet device by pulling it. Now we will take a test strip and prep our meter. We want to insert the chip part of it into our meter. Okay, and we will know that it's inserted correctly when we see this blood drop symbol right here with the test strip. Now we are ready to collect a sample. We want to take our lancet and hold it off to the side of your finger and hit the button with the side of your finger. Then you want to remove the device and milk your finger for blood. Whoa. Okay. Then you want to go ahead and place that drop of blood to the side of the strip and let it draw up the blood and wait for your testing results. Okay, now that we have our reading, we want to make sure to dispose of the sharps in a sharps container. This just needs to be a hard plastic container. It can be an old pill bottle, or what I'm going to be using here today is an old laundry detergent bottle. And we want to dispose of our sharps first. We can do that by just pulling our cover back up. Okay, if it wants to open. And we want to take the sharp needle and press it on top of the cover that we saved. So now that the needle is unexposed, we can go ahead and pull our lancet needle off and put it into our sharps. Then we can dispose of our test strip by pulling and just putting it back into the sharps. Okay. What you want to make sure with your lancet needle is to never hold the lancet cover in hand while covering the lancet. Never reuse lancet or test strips, and only use this meter reading for yourself. Okay, what questions do you have about performing the blood glucose monitoring?
I don't have any.
Awesome. Okay, have a good day.